Hello Beckett viewers, this is Joe Clemons with Beckett Grading Services, and I'm here with UFC superstar Rich Ace Franklin. You are a superstar, man. Rich has been signing free autographs at the National Sports Collectors Convention for 2 days now. Rich, last couple of years UFC has really taken off, and winning UFC cards have come out by dongers and tops. And they're some of the hottest on the market. How does it make you feel as a wrestler? Are you surprised by the success, and was it weird to see yourself on the card?
I mean, it is, yeah. You know, I'll tell you, like I went through, I signed with Donruss this year. I went through Upper Deck's facility, and it was just kind of, for me, this was last year that I did all that. It was surreal walking through these facilities. As a kid, I'm growing up collecting baseball cards, baseball cards, and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, I find myself walking through these facilities, and I'm like, wow, this is really a weird feeling. So yeah, it's amazing. I mean, UFC's exploded on me. I've gone from your normal, average, everyday guy to pretty much something important to at least a few people
right
overnight. Yeah. So.
Well, you were here yesterday for 2 hours. You've been here today about 3. How's the right hand holding up?
It's doing good, man. We just took a little lunch break. It was the stomach that wasn't holding up, but just a lunch break. We were late coming back a few minutes, but it's been steady the whole time. I mean, they've had to cut the lines off now.
Right. So you're a pretty humble guy, not a guy that likes to talk a lot of trash. You like to stay pretty quiet.
Yeah.
When this many people show up for an event, is it flattering? Is it embarrassing? Is it what? How does it make you feel?
You know, I'll tell you what. This is a good question for today because it's weird because I mean my life, I'm just a normal guy. I don't drive expensive cars. I don't live like a celebrity. I have a small house, and I never really quite understood why people would stand in line or get excited to meet me. And then, you know, we were at dinner last night with my management team. I didn't realize they were doing this, but them and Fish over there, they asked me, like, you know, who's your sports fan? You know, who's your sports guy from when you were a kid? And I was like, Barry Sanders. You know?
Yeah.
And so they set this whole thing up today, and I met Barry Sanders, and I got the chills when I met him, and I didn't even know what to say, and then I felt stupid.
Right.
And I'm like, this is how all these people feel when they meet me now, and so I kind of understand it a little.
Sure. Well, let's get into the fighting part. That's what interests me the most a little bit. You're fighting September 19th, the AAC in Dallas. You'll be fighting Vitor Belfort. That was just announced a couple of days ago.
Yesterday, actually.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about your new opponent? Were you looking forward to Dan Henderson? Are you happy to fight Vitor? And
I mean, I was looking forward to Dan. I've been a bit, I don't know, I feel like there's some unfinished business after the last fight, kind of a controversial decision and whatnot, and the way the fight was handled and all that, and I've been kind of outspoken about that, but yeah, you know, so I was looking forward to a Henderson fight. However, I guess the fan reaction to the fight was not as welcoming, and so the UFC was looking for a better marquee fight, I guess, to put on that night. We're going head-to-head with Mayweather, and you know, with all the stuff that had gone on with Affliction and all that this week, they picked up some of these fighters, and so now it's going to be Vitor, and I think I'm excited about the fight. It's going to be an exciting fight for fans. You know, Vitor's looked great in his last couple of fights, and he and I both like to stand up and bang, so we'll see what happens.
And is it true that you'll be fighting in a catchweight at 195?
It is true. Yeah, I actually Twittered that out last night.
Okay.
And you know, Dana called me and said, hey, you know, you want to do this fight at the catchweight. And for me, making 95 is a difficult thing to do. Really, if there was a weight class at 95, I'd be better suited for that. But this is not them creating the weight class. It was Vitor's request, and I was like, yeah, I don't care.
Well, when you're at the AAC, as soon as we found out you were going to be on the card, my family and I spent $1,300 on tickets.
How many tickets was that?
That got us 6. So
okay.
we got some of the mid-range tickets. But can we expect, number 1, a knockout, and number 2, will you be entering the ring with a black guy as sort of become your trademark?
I never intend on entering the octagon with a black guy. I swear, it just so happens. It seems like, you know, I usually cut my sparring off Friday the week before. So, you know, Friday the week before will be my last sparring session, and then I basically have 8 days until the fight. And by God, I don't know if it's just God's will or what the deal is, but I come into the octagon every time I end up getting caught in that last sparring session. So I'm going to try my best to come in kind of clean-faced, at least as clean as I am now, and see what happens. And yeah, I would expect some bombs being thrown that night. Vitor's he's a stand-up competitor. I'm a stand-up competitor. It's going to be exciting.
Awesome, man. We appreciate your time, and if the folks will let you, can you look at the camera and say hi to Carrie? She's my sister, and she is easily your biggest fan.
She is my biggest. Carrie's my biggest. Hello, Carrie. How are you? You should be here with your brother, hanging out at the convention because you could have met me.
She's her daughter's bedroom is actually painted pink and brown for the American Fighter shirt.
Nice.
So,
well, thank you, Kerry. I appreciate that support.
We appreciate your time. Good luck at the AA6. All right, man.